All right, music fans, welcome back. It is I, Dave, the Real Music Observer, observing real music in real time for real people, just like you right there, just like me right here. Styx, or what's left of Styx, or the band that tours playing the music of Dennis DeYoung, they sat down with Dan Rather. Burn brother, bring it. Hey, is this the Swedish Chef that we're listening to here? Dan Rather? Hey, Larry King is old, but I can understand what Larry King is saying. All right, this is like Access TV. They couldn't have found somebody who, number one, could still speak clearly, and number two, who had any clue about music. Okay, they could have found one or the other, even if they had just found somebody who could speak clearly. That would be fine. But instead we get, Tommy, Dennis DeYoung, and it's just painful. It's painful to listen to. And the answers, by the way, that JY, Tommy, and the dude with the spinning keyboard who's a member of the Lollipop Guild, okay, their answers to these questions was like stunning. I'm sitting there watching it going, man, you guys really hate Dennis DeYoung. It's just bad. Well, okay. So JY tells a story about, Dennis had a medical issue. And doesn't this ring a bell? Isn't this like Steve Perry Redux? Didn't we already go through this? And Dennis had, it was a light sensitivity issue. I remember the whole thing. Dennis said, wait, we'll tour, but can't go out on the road yet. So apparently they offered this understudy thing. And Dennis didn't want to do it. Hey, guess what? Everybody's got to be in agreement. Now they make this argument that, in order to make money, and by the way, Dan's first question is, don't you guys have enough money? I mean, why do you keep doing it? And they're like, well, this music needs to be heard. Okay, it does need to be heard, but it needs to be heard properly with the right band members. Look, if Dennis was out of commission or had left planet Earth, I'd be the first one to say, okay, find somebody who can sound like Dennis. Which, by the way, they still haven't really done that, have they? No. All right, so JY goes through his answer about, the light sensitivity thing and then, understudy Broadway thing. And Dennis isn't a team player. He doesn't like to tour. Hello, Dennis DeYoung has been touring non-stop since about 2008, 2007. Now, look, I get it. You guys, this is, again, we've got to make money, we've got to go out, and we've got to keep the music alive. Then we go over to Tommy. And Tommy, basically says, I just want to be happy at this stage of my life. It's like a divorce. You have these kids, and then he goes, you co-write some songs, and you keep those things going, or what do you mean co-write? Dennis was the all-out writer. Okay, so when you go to a Styx concert, Styx, the band that calls itself Styx, you don't get Roboto, right? You don't get Babe. So there's two of their biggest songs you're not going to hear at a Styx concert. Do you get Don't Let It End? I don't know if they do Don't Let It End. That would be 3, okay? Hopefully they're doing the Best of Times. Not sure. That would be 4. I know they don't do Show Me the Way. Quintessential Dennis comeback song, early 90s. You don't get it. So those are big songs. And you're not going to get it at a Styx concert. Yeah, they're going to go Deep Album Cut on you, and all the old-time proggy fans are going to be really happy that they're going to go and play Boat on a River. Who cares about... it's a good song, but compared to Babe, compared to Show Me the Way, it's not Styx. Why? Because there's no Dennis DeYoung. I get it. The marriage was a failed marriage, and I just want to be... What are we talking about? Dennis is over here saying, can we just tour one more time, guys? One more time. Oh, and then we get to the Lollipop Guild, who says something like, well, I've heard about this stuff, and there's a lot of turmoil, and I don't like to talk about prior marriages, and I just happen to be the right blood type for this group, and I'm Canadian, so that's surprising. And we all have a good fake laugh. Dan Rather, brr, brr. I mean, what an interview. And you know what I get out of this? I get Tommy and JY are jerks, okay? At this stage in everybody's life, first of all, Tommy is selfish because he's saying, oh, I just want to be... Why? Did Dennis literally make you that miserable? I mean, they're saying, oh, the littlest thing we couldn't do. And look, Dennis has coexisted with his band, the band that he handpicked, by the way, for quite some time now. There's not a huge personnel shakeup every other day, so those people must be getting along pretty well with Dennis. Dennis is a hoot on Facebook. If you follow him, he's more knowledgeable than any of you guys. Look, this is just a goofy interview. I feel bad for these folks that are following. I know there are some well-meaning people. There's a guy who follows me on Twitter. He's always, oh, they're great. I want to see him again. They're just like, no, they're not. No, they're not. Dennis DeYoung is the Paul McCartney of Styx. And if you're shutting Paul McCartney out of Styx and you're making up stupid reasons as to why you did what you did, he was sick. We weren't going to wait for him. Sounds really familiar. Sounds like it's all about greed, okay? And yes, downloads have hurt the business, and you got to tour, and Dennis doesn't want to tour. He's been touring for like 10 years straight, people. All right, so I'm done with this video. I've got allergies today, so I apologize. Go watch the big interview if you have Access TV with Dan Rather. And a big interview with Dan Rather. It'll be great. You gotta tune in and I'm the Real Music Observer. Brr, brr, brr.